morning, YouTube. It's Ashley or Optic MiDNiTE here, and actually it's morning when I'm doing this. It's about 9:30 a.m. but probably about the time it's posted it'll be about noonish, afternoon for you guys. But anyway, if you follow me on Twitter and you're up really late at night, you will know that last night I had my first paranormal experience that was without a doubt, like, okay, let me just start from the beginning. I don't believe in ghosts, or I didn't. I am the type of person where I need to see shit to believe shit. So basically, you know, as a kid or whatever, even recently, you know, they have those shows on Netflix, and it's like they go ghost hunting, but there's never really anything that actually happens except for some weird noises. And so I'm a very skeptical type of person that way. And yeah, I don't know, but basically, I don't believe in things that I can't see with my own eyes or hear. And so I've always been kind of like hesitant to even believe in anything like that, you know what I mean? So when my mom, I recently moved in with my mom a few months ago, and she told me when I moved in that there's been known things to happen where there's been like knockings on her bedroom door, and her bedroom door is right next to my bedroom door. And basically she claimed, and so did my sister actually, she claimed to hear knocking late at night, and sometimes even like a swift, like a really loud knock, like a bang on her door. And she said she's got up and walked towards the door and you know, frozen in fear, feeling there is something on the other side of this door. And so me being like living here, I'm like, I haven't seen shit, you know, I don't know what you're talking about, I haven't heard it, I haven't seen it, I have no clue what you're talking about. So basically last night I decided to go to bed around 12 or midnight, or 12, like, or 1 o'clock I think is when I ended up falling asleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night. The only two people that are home are me and my mother. We don't have any pets. The only pets we have live in a fish tank. They're fish. So obviously they're not at fault. And so I wake up and my bed sits about 6 feet away from my door. I'll actually probably show it in my next video log if you guys are interested. If not, then whatever. But I'm basically laying in bed. I'm really tired, but I was startled, awake by this scratching noise on my door. Not like a scratching, like some people have suggested, MiDNiTE, that's a mouse, dude. There's no way that's a ghost. That's a mouse if they're scratching. But I actually had mice at the previous residence I lived at. They lived in our ceiling, and you can hear them. They're like gnawing on wood or whatever they're doing. It's like a scratching, like a little scratch, but it's nothing like what I heard last night. I'm saying, like, I looked at my door when it was happening, and it sounded like it was eye level. Like, it literally sounded like my mother was on the other side of the door with fake nails on, rubbing up and down on the door. And so after about 5 seconds of that happening, my thoughts that ran through my head in those 5 seconds was, it's my mom. My mom's playing a joke on me. So I said, "Mom!" really loud. And it actually got louder when I said "Mom." And I was like, oh my god. And so then I thought for sure it's my mom. I said, "Stop!" And then I hear, like, on my door. Like, the door shook. There's no way that it was a mouse. If it was a mouse, it would have had to have literally been inside of my door, because that's where I could hear it from. So after I scream "Mom," I hear this bang on my door. I'm freaked out. I whip myself out of bed. I'm like naked, whatever. I like get out of bed. I open the door. There's nobody there, and I open my mom's door, and I look at her, and she's laying in bed, undisturbed. Like, she had been awake though. I said, "Mom, wake up. Like, did you hear that?" And she's like, "Yes, I did." I said, "Did you hear the scratching and then the knock? Did you hear that? Am I the only one that heard that?" She said, "No, I heard that too. I told you, they come around." I said, "No way. I don't believe it." Like, I was so scared because I've never really thought that could happen, you know what I mean? And so I thought about it a little more. I thought, because I'm still even skeptical, you know? I'm still, like, I'm not really all that into it, you know what I mean? And I'm asking her questions. I'm like, so how often has this happened to you? How long has this been happening? And she said, it's been happening for over a year or two. And she actually told me this morning when she was a little bit more awake, she said, it happens about once every 4 months. That type of stuff will happen. Both her, like, the reason that I think, you know, I am the type of person to think, oh man, you know, it was just in your head, whatever. Like, you just thought that you heard that. How could two people in the same place hear the exact same noise? So that obviously puts it so it's not just in my head anymore, then it's in her head too. So you're saying that in our head something happened to us at the exact same time? I don't know. I don't buy it. I went to bed. I couldn't go back to bed. I was freaked out. I started, you know, there was little things I had heard before last night, like walking. I'd heard walking on my you know, floor. But we live in an apartment building. We do live in the top floor, so there was no one above us. There's only people below us. And I don't know. I'm just really freaked out. I guess I want to know what you guys think. What do you think it could have been? Do you think it was a ghost? Do you think I'm crazy? Maybe you think I'm crazy. Do you think that I should be scared? Like my friend Jake or M43D6, he was telling me. I mean, he's had a lot of his own experiences. And I actually saw this Grizz when I've sat down. I actually talked to Grizz one night about, like, he's had a lot of paranormal things happen to him. And so I've always kind of been like, oh yeah, that's cool, you had that happen, but I've never seen it. But now that I have, I'm like, I'm freaked, man, I'm not gonna lie. And so, I don't know, I think, like, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, like, I don't think it's a harmful spirit, because a harmful spirit would actually, like, open your door and be aggressive, and, like, actually you could find, like, cuts on you and things like that. And so obviously this morning I woke up, I actually looked around my entire body. I don't find any scratches or anything like that. Maybe I'm being over paranoid, maybe I'm not, you know, I don't know. And before you guys ask to know, I have not had any relatives pass away recently, not that I know of. Everything is fine as far as that goes. We have had relatives obviously pass away in the past, but, you know, who knows? I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about ghosts. Do you think they're real? Have you had an experience like I had last night where you, like, without a doubt knew that something was there that wasn't human? Like, I can't honestly think of another thing that it could be. So, I don't know. Leave a comment, guys, or even if you want to be personal, write me a message. Sorry for the really old gameplay. I actually, like, this is the last gameplay I had in my Black Ops folder. I don't play Black Ops anymore, and you can tell, like, this is just really old gameplay. I'm sorry, I just needed a gameplay that was long enough for me to cover this subject. So, please leave the video a like, and don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks.